Hello, I'm Flip and this is
Hoops, and we are from The Main Ingredient. We're event caterers based just outside London, and today we're going to show you how to make a great little recipe. The one we've selected to do for you is pigeon, because it's slightly different and it's a little bit quicker than usual tagine cooking. So what we have here in the pan is the carcass of the tagine. We're going to make the sauce first, and then at the last minute we're going to pan fry the breasts and sit them on top of the sauce. So we're going to fry off the carcasses first. So carcasses have gone into the pan. Are you going to put a little bit of oil in there, Flip?
a little bit of light olive oil.
And we're going to start to fry off the carcasses. And what we've done beforehand is we've removed the breasts from the carcass. So we've browned off the carcass so that it's golden on all sides. And then we're going to turn the heat down and add all the other ingredients. And the first thing that Flip is putting in is grated onion, and this is the grated flesh of one big white onion, isn't it, Flippy? Sorry, let's put that in. And then we're going to add a couple of tablespoons of ground ginger, and this makes the base of a green olive tagine. So you can use chicken thighs for this, except you would cook the chicken thighs for longer in the sauce than we're going to with the pigeon. Pigeons take very, very little time to cook, but you can also make it with chicken thighs. And the next thing that's going in is some garlic. That's 3 cloves of garlic that have been very finely chopped. And then we're going to add some saffron. And the saffron has been rehydrated in some water for a few hours. It does take a little bit of time.
That gives it a lovely colour, doesn't it?
And great flavour, doesn't it? It's a very acquired taste, do you not think, the saffron? It's beautiful. And then we're going to add about a glass of white wine, aren't we?
Yeah. Turn it up a little bit.
And the reason why we grate the onion is because it gives the sauce a thicker texture. So we're going to pop in the white wine. You can use all stock, but we prefer to use a bit of booze whenever we can, don't we?
Turn it up a little bit. Get that bubbling away. You want to reduce that.
And then we're going to pop in some stock, just about 100 mils. Yeah. And then we're going to let the carcasses, if you can look in the pan here, we're going to let the carcasses mingle with those flavours and reduce down. The sauce will reduce down, the carcasses will impart the flavour. We're going to let that all reduce and cook for about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So we just put some olive oil onto the pigeon breast. We've got the pan very, very hot, and we're going to sear them skin side down in the pan. And we don't want the pigeon breasts overcooked. They should be pink in the middle, shouldn't they, Flip? So skin side down, nice and hot. What would you say? A couple of minutes on each side?
Just leave. Once they're in there, don't move them, because you really want them to get the skin to get a lovely golden brown.
So while we're waiting for those to sear off, we're going to just remove the carcasses from the pan and just discard them. We're just going to get rid of those.
Lovely smell. Pass me that.
And then we're going to set, once the pigeon breasts have cooked for a couple of minutes on each side, we're going to set them in wrap them in some foil so that they rest. You should always rest meat once you've cooked it, and chicken. It allows the meat to relax, and the flavour is less tense in texture, isn't it? And then once Flippy's done that, we're going to add to this pan the juice of a lemon with a dessert spoon of honey. We're going to add some green olives, and then we're going to taste them for sauce. And then we add seasoning once we've added the olives, because olives can sometimes be really salty. So make sure that you taste before you season with this dish.
Put those in now, actually, and then we'll access when you're ready.
So that's the lemon juice. Would you pass me a spoon, please, Jane? And the honey going in. and then some green olives.
I'm just going to put the pigeon breasts in some tin foil. Just loosely wrap them. Just let them rest a little bit, like you said. This just to the side.
The sauce is going back on the heat just to warm through, and we're going to give that a stir, and then we're going to give it a taste, just to check for the seasoning.
Right, let's have a little taste of that. Make sure it's not too salty. That's lovely, it's quite nice and citrusy. I think we need a little bit more pepper.
That's about a teaspoon.
And only a touch of salt.
And again, we're bringing that to the simmer for a couple of minutes.
Soften up the olives a little bit.
And then the last ingredient we're going to add in is strips of preserved lemon peel. So when you buy preserved lemons, you buy them in a jar, and they look like this. And then you cut them in half, and you remove the flesh from the inside and discard it. And then all you do is very thinly cut the skin, and that's the bit that we're going to use, and that's going to go into the pan now. Very authentic Moroccan, isn't it?
Just boil that. Bring that to simmer a little bit. There we go.
And then we're going to serve it in a tagine. Really nice for a dinner party. You can take this to the table with the lid. It's a bit of drama, isn't it, Jane? So we're going to pour the sauce into the tagine. We're going to slice the pigeon breasts and pop them on the top. So the pigeon breasts have been resting for a couple of minutes. Then we're going to trim them up.
Try and cut them on a slant. There we go, nicely pink. And you can have it a little more cooked than this, but really pigeon is served a little bit pink, isn't it?
Yeah, pinker the better for us.
You'd like to?
Shall I put that on the top? Perfect. And we're going to sprinkle with some chopped coriander and some pomegranate seeds. And that's how to tagine cooking.